What if I told you that in 30 years you wouldn't have to kill any animals to eat meat? Humanity has been eating meat for thousands and thousands of years, and even with the new rise in popularity in vegetarianism and veganism, people are still eating meat everywhere in the world. Did you know that in 2015 the world produced more than 300 million metric tons of beef? Also, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations estimates that global meat demand will increase up 73% by 2050. This is mostly due to increasing wealth in countries like China, India, Brazil, and even countries in Africa. The sad reality is that we will reach a point in the future where we won't be able to produce enough for everybody in this world. The staggering 30% of Earth's landmass already being used for production and the tremendous 20,000 liters of water needed to produce a single kilogram of beef makes the current meat production infrastructure very limited for growth. So obviously, other production avenues will need to rise, and out of those, lab-grown meat is one of the most promising solutions. This technique consists of harvesting a small sample of muscle from the animal. The tissue is then cut into very small pieces to separate the muscle fibers from cells. Individual cells are separated and placed in a culture where they start dividing on their own. Cells grow to form myotubes around gel hubs in a ring shape. Then strands are formed that can contain more than 1 trillion cells. They are then layered together to form meat patties. So when are we going to see a lab-grown burger on our plate? In 2013, the world's first lab-grown burger was unveiled to the world by Dr. Mart Poos of the University of Maastricht in the Netherlands. Back then, it carried a tremendous price tag of 250,000 euros. A little more than 2 years later, Mart Poos and his team came back with a burger being produced for a mere $11. Even though that sounds exciting, techniques to scale production up will need to be developed, and the taste will have to be improved also because it is considered to be fatless and a bit dry. Dr. Poos recounts that mass production won't be seen before 10 to 20 years. So sorry to our friends on 4 legs, but you guys will have to wait a little longer before being replaced. I hope this teaches you a little bit about what lab-grown meat could be for us in the future, and for more info, I highly encourage you to visit culturedbeef.net to follow the latest news about Dr. Mart Poos and his team.